Good morning. Welcome to Unity in Lynnwood. We are honored that you are here this Sunday morning, whether you're in person or virtually. I'm Barbara Thorpe, one of the prayer chaplains here at Unity in Lynnwood. I invite you to prepare for meditation as you usually do. Gently close your eyes and breathe in until you feel the fullness of your being. Hold the breath for a few seconds, then release it, and as you do, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Then breathe in to any part of your body that is tense or uncomfortable. Hold the breath and release it. Yesterday, during my meditation time, a chant that I did many years ago with the meditation group came to mind. And as I said it and chanted, it came to me to share the words with you today. So I invite you to use these words. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Listen, listen, listen to my heart's song. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. The God of your being will never leave you. I invite you to listen to your heart's song and know in the silence. In the silence. I invite you to gently breathe in a little deeper and thank your sacred self for this time. And from that space, that heart song, that space of love, send love forth into our sanctuary or wherever you are at this moment. Fill the space with love so all that enter may know they have been blessed. We bless Reverend Richard and Matthew on their journey home. May it be easy. We give thanks for that they brought their gift of music to Unity of San Antonio. We bless all our volunteers that serve today. Thank you for your service, for the gifts you bring this community. May you know that your heart song is always within you. You carry it with you, and you can enter that space anytime you choose. So move your feet a little more. We give thanks for this time of silence. We give thanks for our sacred selves. And we give thanks for the love and joy in our hearts. And so it is. And so it is.
Come into the quiet, coming from the storm, to a place where time stands still. The Spirit is reborn. Come into this quiet, take your place among the stars. Come into this place, come as you are. You don't need directions to find your place in time. You just head on down the road that's laid before you. Circle back around your heart and you'll find peace of mind. Trust that place inside that calls you home. Come into the quiet, wrap your heart around all the love that's here for you, just waiting to be found. Come into this holy place and whisper to the stars. Come into this place, come as you are. You don't need directions to find your place in time. You just head on down the road that's laid before you. Circle back around your heart and you will find peace of mind. Trust that place inside that calls you home. Come into the quiet. Let the silence say all those things you'd like to hear each and every day. Come into the quiet. You can listen to the stars. Come into this place. Come as you are.
Now is our time for a prayer. I invite you to relax, close your eyes, and breathe. Simply breathe, gradually becoming one with the breath, letting the breath carry you away from the busyness of the day to the still point deep within, where you can now hear the whispered truths of God. In this moment, I release otherness and separation. There is no separation. Duality is but an illusion. The true reality is oneness. I open to the oneness of all there is. I am a part of the great celestial heaven. The total eclipse was a unifying moment when I could feel truly connected to all of humanity. That same connection and oneness is ever present, never absent. It can be no other way. There is only one breath, only one heartbeat. There is only one life, God life. That life is my life now. I express that life by connecting in the heart with everyone I meet. You are me, and I am you. We give thanks for these truths as we go forth in this eternal now moment to do what is ours to do, knowing all is well, life is good, and we are truly blessed. And so it is, and we let it be. Amen.
Come into the quiet and let the silence say all those things you'd like to hear each and every day. Come into the quiet, you can listen to the stars. Come into this place, come into this place, come into this place, come as you are.
Join me now in singing in our youth. I hope they're ready back there.
You are the light, you are the light of this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light of this world. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine so bright. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine so bright. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light of this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light of this world. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine so bright. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine so bright.
Hi, I'm Noah Madden. I am the Regi or Regional Representative for the Northwest Region. The Northwest Region includes Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, and Western Canada. What being a Regi means is planning events and facilitating events for the UIOU, which is our high school group. I have planned about 3 events, including one upcoming, and the application process can be really intense. It includes planning and facilitating a lesson, making an intro essay about being a leader and what you can do as a leader, and getting recommendations from your YU sponsor and the local minister, and then also the adult regional representative. This year we do have an applicant that will be elected at next weekend's rally, so please hold Kendall Stratton in a lot of light and hope for that role. She's going to do great. She couldn't be here today because she is sick, but yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Thank you.
So Noah doesn't want to toot their own horn. However, he's done an amazing job this year facilitating. When they talk about facilitating and planning the event, that includes all of the lessons, the workshops, the fun shops, the whole entire thing. For some of them are weekend retreats and some are 4- and 5-day retreats. So it's a big deal, and we're really excited now to have Noah, the outgoing Regi, bringing in yet another Unity in Lynnwood regional representative here. And then there's some more exciting news. Noah has applied to become the Indy for International YOU at Unity Village. So we have two, yeah. So we have two really great leaders in our youth program right now that please hold in light and love. I know that both of them will be an amazing contribution to the Youth of Unity worldwide. So Kendall Stratton and Noah Madden. And I'm going to bring up Ollie to talk about what's happening today.
Good morning, I'm Ollie. Today's hospitality is spring yellow kind of theme. It's April, it's spring, hello. We have veggie platters, fruit cups, we're having Rice Krispie treats, bean dips, lemonade. Okay. All money that is given to us goes to the youth and planning events and plane tickets, money, travel, everything. It all goes to the youth and helps in going to plan IYOU and all events. So come see us in the Friendship Hall after service today.
Now would you please rise as you are able and join me in blessing our youth. You are the light of love in this world. You are the light of kindness in this world. Let it shine so bright.
As our youth leave, we're going to move into our time of our meet and greet. So if you would like to participate, please rise and give your neighbor a hug or a handshake. For anyone choosing not to participate, we support that and remain seated. Thank you.
I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time, and I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I invite everyone to find their way back to their chair. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Stella Black, and I'm absolutely delighted to serve as your welcome host this morning. Dr. Richard and Matthew are representing Unity in Lynnwood in San Antonio today. Isn't that awesome? And in their absence, we have the privilege of having Reverend Deidre Ashmore and Becca Palm with us on the platform. I have not met Reverend Ashmore before today. However, I've known Becca for many, many years. And this reminds me of the Girl Scout song, "Make new friends, but keep the old." One is silver and the other gold. And I can tell you they are both rich treasures. So thank you for being here. I'd like to welcome anyone who is joining us for the first time, either in our virtual sanctuary or here in our physical sanctuary. We want you to know that your presence richly blesses us. Each one of us were first time, one time too. And we hope you hear something this morning that really touches you and that we see you again. Unity in Lynnwood believes that each person is an individualized expression of divinity itself. And as such, we welcome every person. We accept you without question, condition, or exception. We welcome all family structures, we celebrate all spiritual paths, and we honor all life. In principle, it can be said that Unity in Lynnwood loves boldly. And now we'll have some beautiful special music.
O Lord of light, of form and hue, who has created all things new, create in me from shapeless clay an instrument on which you play. God of the dance that planets tread, who walks beside and soars ahead. Oh, let me move to worship thee. Come, Holy Spirit, dance with me. God of the living word, poet of time, teach me your words in your cadence and rhyme. Oh Lord of beauty, Lord of art, who gives a song for every heart, carve out my life, reshape and mold, and be the artist of my soul. Teach me your words in your cadence and rhyme. Oh Lord of beauty, Lord of art, who gives a song for every heart, carve out my life, reshape and mold, and be the artist of my soul. Carve out my life, reshape and mold, and be the artist of my soul.
If you're a member of our virtual sanctuary, we'd like to welcome you this morning. Please let us know your first name and your geographic location. We honor you for blessing us this morning. If you're a member of our physical sanctuary and would like to join me in welcoming our virtual sanctuary, I invite you to turn over to this device over here, wave, and repeat these words after me. We see you today. We see the light in you. We affirm the truth of you. We love you. Welcome you. Thank you. The flowers this morning are dedicated from Callee Gray to honor Molly Linville in honor of Molly's 90th birthday, which happened on April 12th. Happy birthday, Molly. If you'd like to make a flower dedication, please visit Marion in the Soul Things book and gift shop, and she will take care of that for you. A donation of $25 is suggested. Unity in Lynnwood's mission statement is short, but is so powerful. Practical spirituality, welcoming community. Every week we read one of the 7 supporting statements. Today I share number 7 of 7. We support people in realizing and expressing their divine potential in spirit, mind, and body. And now our invocation. I invite you to take the words of our invocation and take them in the way best suited for you. You can close your eyes and let them wash over you, or you can speak them aloud with me as they appear on the screen. Though imaged and named variously, there is a singular and eternal ground of being from which all life emanates and into which all life retreats. We choose to call this ground of being God. We come to understand that we are spiritual in nature, human in expression, and limitless in potential. We gather today to remember such truths, to celebrate our unity, and to honor all life. And now I have the privilege of introducing Reverend Deidre Ashmore. I'm going to read a bit of her biography, and I'm going to read it since I don't want to omit any word. An ordained Unity minister since 1999, Deidre Ashmore's path has been varied and rich with creativity and adventure. She has served ministries in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane, held leadership positions in the Northwest region of Unity Churches, and served on the Association of Unity Ministers convention planning team. Deidre's love of prayer was enhanced by working in silent unity. Deidre and her husband Andrew, a licensed Unity teacher, live in La Conner. Together they promote Unity teachings through speaking engagements, workshops, and classes. Their passion for spiritual exploration and travel has led them to Tibet, China, Russia, Jordan, and Peru. Please welcome Reverend Deidre Ashmore. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Good morning, Unity of Lynnwood. Oh my goodness. I'm already blessed. I feel like I could go home now. But I'm so honored and delighted that Dr. Reverend Richard invited me to be with you today. And we know that he and Matthew are having a great time with Reverend Nina, right? Yeah, so it's just lovely. Yeah, your radiant faces are beautiful to behold. And the music, thank you. Thank you. So, wasn't the eclipse amazing? Did anybody watch it? Yeah, or see it? Yeah, oh my goodness. Well, so I found these words that said, when the moon came to kiss the sun, the world stood still, and we are one. Isn't that a beautiful way to frame it? When the moon came to kiss the sun, the world stood still. That's exactly what it felt like when I was watching it on television. You know, it's like, wow, it was an amazing event. And the next one is in 20 years, right, of this significance. So I hope I'm around for it. You never know. We never know. And then, so that was significant. And then another amazing thing happened in April. On April 4th, a new camera called the Legacy Survey of Space-Time was completed at the Stanford Laboratories. It's the largest digital camera ever built for astronomy. It's pretty amazing. So the camera is huge. It's about the size of a small car and weighs 3 tons. That's pretty heavy. So this new camera, and the short name for it is LSST, the long name Legacy Survey of Space and Time. And so it's going to be situated. They're going to take it apart now and ship it down to Chile, where it will then be placed on the observatory there in Chile. It's the Simone Survey Telescope in the Cerro Pachón Mountains in the Andes. So one of the physicists who worked on it, a Hungarian man, graduated from the University of Washington. So we have a part in it. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, so this magnificent telescope, this camera, what it will do, it'll be then in the southern hemisphere, so it's going to map the southern skies, and it will go deeper into space than ever before. They say that they think that many of the stars are small and faint, but with this new camera, researchers expect to produce a far more detailed map than ever before, yielding insights then of what they call dark matter and black holes and noticing other objects within it. Right now they are much smaller, but they'll be able to zoom in. You know, the other thing that was so amazing to me in thinking about a telescope, I didn't realize this before. Maybe you have. We're looking into the past. Billions of years, like stars are billions of years old. Can you fathom it? Can you wrap your mind around that? So we're newcomers, aren't we, really, planet Earth? Wow. And people on the planet. So this new camera is going to help them go deeper into the Milky Way as well. And that's closer to our home, planet Earth. And they'll then see what's there, more to be revealed. So it's an exciting time. So what's the relevance of that? What's the relevance? Well, the relevance is that I'm sharing today this idea of the cosmic Christ. And the cosmic Christ is something that's vast and is permeating everything. It's everywhere present. And some people think that Jesus' last name was Christ. But it wasn't, was it? No. It was his station, his honor, his recognition of him being someone who knew his oneness with the divine. He recognized it and he claimed it. So we could say that each of our last names is Christ. It would be Barbara Christ, Andrew Christ. Any one of us, we could add that to our name, because I truly believe that everyone here has had an experience of the divine. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, how can you not? Being with Dr. Reverend Richard and Matthew and the music team, the energy in this sanctuary is so remarkable. I remember it when it was first built, and any old-timers here remember Reverend Ann? Yeah, Ann Thomas, and I have participated in classes. We used to live in La Conner back 30-some years ago, 20-some years ago, and then we moved away because I had the call to ministry. So we left, and then we moved back 3 years ago, and we're so happy to be back in the area. Skagit Valley, no place like it. And the West Coast, it's just in Seattle. It's really wonderful to be here. And so I'm really grateful. I'm grateful to Richard for inviting me, and I hear him say often that how glad he is to be here. And I see why. I'm glad to be here. It's wonderful. So my love of stars came at a very early age. I grew up in a small town in northern Idaho, a mining town, and there was a lot of smelter smoke and pollution in the air, but we had the good fortune, my family had the good fortune, to spend our summers at this little lake, Rose Lake. And it was so beautiful. So my dad would work, it was only about 20 miles away, to work in Kellogg, and then he'd come out on the weekends. And on the weekends, we would have fires, bonfires, and roast marshmallows and s'mores. But what my mother did, I would look up into the sky, and she would point out the Big Dipper and the constellations, and I was in awe. I loved the stars. I loved the sky, the night sky. So I'm been fascinated. So this is where comes from. My lesson today comes from this love of the cosmos. We have been to the Kennedy Space Center twice in Florida. Anybody else been there? Oh yeah, isn't it just amazing? And going out to the launch sites of the rockets, oh my goodness. And the scale of things, what it takes to put people into space. And remembering where I was when the first person walked on the moon. Remarkable, just remarkable. So our human experience knows no bounds. And that's the brilliance of being human. Because we're both divine and we're both human. Simultaneously, it's going on. So the Hubble telescope. So I have some props here, and I want to be careful. Every year, my husband gives me this wonderful calendar, the space calendar, and these images are so incredible. Some of the galaxies, yeah, and stars. So the space calendar, and then we had the good fortune to go to Mount Davis, the observatory in Texas. Let's see, the name of that, I just want to make sure the name of it's Fort Davis McDonald Observatory. And so I picked this up. We went to a star party. It was at night. It says McDonald really small on the back. But it was a nighttime party. All of us star lovers and stargazers sat out in the dark. They had nice benches. And an astronomer gave us a nice lecture and told us about the current constellations in the sky at that point. It was marvelous. And then we went back the next day in the daylight, and they give tours. I think there were only 3 of us on the tour, so we basically had the place to ourselves and got to see the 3rd largest telescope in the world that next day. So, wow. Just wow. Our brother and elder way shower Jesus knew the power of the divine presence, that being one with God. He recognized his divinity. Do we recognize ours? Do we remember whose we are and of whom we come? Yeah, because that's important, because he was a model for us. So I like the words, "It is not I, but the Christ within that does the work." And so that's honoring where the true power and inspiration lies, when we recognize that there is a spiritual part of us, a spiritual connection, and that is the Christ consciousness, recognizing our oneness with God. And we are of God's. How could it be otherwise? We are on this planet, and don't you just love the windows here to be able to look out? There was a beautiful cloud formation just a few moments ago, and it looked like a feather. So beautiful. I can see why people like it here. It's a very special place, very special people. Why don't you do this? Just kind of pat yourself on the shoulder a little bit there. Yeah. Good job. Good job. So today, I have some views that our techie team is going to show, views from the Hubble spacecraft, and they're pictures of space. And I want us to engage when we look at these images with our universe. So we'll have our first slide, which is called the Eye of God, and you will see why in just a moment. The Eye of God. Gaze on that for a bit. How can it do that? How can it look like our eye? It's a mystery, isn't it? This is where we would say, as above, so below, that everything is connected. And then our next slide will speak for itself. Next image. Those stars have formed a butterfly. Remarkable, yes? And this was out of many, many constellations, pictures that NASA has taken, and the Hubble telescope, and also the Webb, the James Webb telescope. But I just chose a few. Otherwise, it'd turn into a slideshow, which I probably could do, which would be really fun, a meditation on the cosmos. But I've chosen 4. So we'll have our third one then. This is called the Magellanic Cloud. Do you see the veins in there? Don't they look like veins to you, some of them? It could very well be. Could it be the outer cosmos is also reflected on the inner cosmos of our bodies? I think so. And then our last slide is called the Colorful Masterpiece. Isn't it exquisite? See what you can see there. Do you see a dove? Maybe on the upper right, a face, a man maybe, or a woman. So stars are being birthed in these collections of gases and clouds being birthed. And then there are supernovas and novas, and I've learned a little bit, since I'm not an astronomer, but a nova is one of the stars that shine really bright. And they don't last very long, but they are very, very bright. So when you look out over the night sky, and there's maybe one that's shining brighter than all the others, that's often a nova. So in this billions of years universe, we're here at this time, this place, right now. And so we have to trust that we were made for these times. Our presence here serves a holy meaning. We're here for a divine purpose. Some of us might know what that is, others might not have a clue, but that doesn't matter. I'm reminded of the story of the hummingbird, where she went to a lake and picked up a drop of water in her tiny little beak, and then flew over to the great raging forest fire and dropped it onto the fire. Now, the other animals in the forest laughed and mocked her, saying, "How silly you are. That can't make a bit of difference." And she said, "I'm only doing what I can do. I'm doing what I can." So it's important for us, wherever we are, whatever we have, whatever our gifts are or not, to do what we can. Yeah? James Baldwin said, "The longer I live, the more daily I learn that love, whether we call it friendship or family or romance, is the work of mirroring and magnifying each other's light." That's our work. So when I see you and you see me, when we meet each other's eyes, we're looking at light, looking back at light. And isn't it something to be held in that state? Life-saving work in those moments when life and shame and sorrow occlude our own light from our own view. We can't see it. But this is steadfast work, and it's gentle work. Just a gentle acknowledgement that I see you is huge. And you don't even have to say anything. Because when it does, what happens when we are fully present, a person feels held just for a moment in your space, when we're fully present and not distracted and available in that now moment. So it's important for us to be awake. This is what we do for one another. In our best moments, we are that person who sees us or that we can see. That's why we want to show up, and especially on Sunday mornings, to be with your own people, your peeps. We also, as beings of light, we're mosaics. Mosaics, pieces of light, of love, of our history, of the stars. We're glued together with magic and with stories and with music and words. And we are the poets and the writers, the singers, the performers, the teachers, the educators, scientists, mothers, fathers. Pretty holy work. It's a holy walk. And it's even said, if every single person could see their own image, their own light, from the many ways you have cared for another person or said kind words to another person, that it would be glitteringly so brilliant and bright, our pathway leaving after us. If we could really see that, it would be brilliant and blinding because it would be so shiny and bright, which delights me because I like shiny things and bright things. Yeah, so it's a star-bright network. This is what Donna Ashworth, a writer, said. If every single person who has liked you in your lifetime were to light up on a map, it would create this beautiful network. I love that. And then you throw in the strangers you've been kind to. Doesn't take much, does it? I remember years ago I took a workshop on my mission statement, my personal mission statement. And it was led by Victoria Castle, who was a licensed Unity teacher in this region, and she was a great mentor to me. She said we needed to wake up every morning and just have a notebook by our bed and write what comes to mind. Just write it down. Well, mine ended up being, I will be good, or I am when we want to put our I am to something, because that's calling forth the presence of God. I am, the name of God. I am good and kind to everyone I meet. And I thought, well, that can't be right. That can't be right. It's too simple. On the other hand, it's profound, because I have to remember that. I have to come back to that. Anytime I want to be less than or small or, whatever that is, we all have our own edge. We know where, oops, I'm out of center. I'm not in a place where I'm grounded. So to be good and kind with everyone I meet, I'll take it. It works, and I relate to it. And kindness is a high virtue, it's something I really value. Because when we're kind, again, we're seen. We feel like someone has cared for us. So we're like the stars. We shine, we have our period of time where we are brilliant, and then we start, fading a little bit. So we have the birthing, and we have the shining bright, and then we have the receding, and the eventually leading to dying. It's part of the process, and it's natural. If we, and as we evolve like stars, we are changed for the better. Some of the things that can happen by changing and realizing what's happening as we recognize our own light, and that if we can compare ourselves or relate to being a star, we can understand ourselves better and our humanity and our complexity. We can be compassionate, more compassionate for our journey and others because we've walked the walk. We become kinder and more caring. We become more curious. What's happening? Having the presence to say, what's going on here? What's happening underneath? Just to be curious. And then we can stop judging ourselves and others. That's a really big release of freedom to be. And we can become more forgiving. That was one of Jesus' big things, is to forgive. I used to feel not very secure with the idea of forgiving. I thought, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt if I forgive. Well, yeah, that's the whole reason that you forgive, because it's hurting right now. But the forgiveness releases the hurt, and it makes things better. It makes it right. Especially when we know I've said something, I've done something, or I forgot something, or forgot to keep my appointments, whatever, to make it right. And do it quickly. And then I remember last Sunday, Reverend Richard said, we celebrate being both fully divine and fully human. Isn't that the truth? We have the both and going on. It's pretty profound. That's why we're here, to be the light of God in expression. So we want to do what we can, right, with what we have, share who we are. And it doesn't matter how small we think it is. It's significant. There's that juxtaposition again. The smallest thing is the most significant sometimes. And we're going to be the change. I love what Einstein, I have a quote from Albert Einstein. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. What we put out comes back, yeah? It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, it's physics. Wow. See? We're all already, even me that I didn't consider myself good at math, it's physics. I can do this. 1 and 1 equals 3, right? That's the new math. It's really 2, but when you add up the numbers, there's 3 of them. Anyway, don't quote me. I won't quote me. I just made that up. So I want to lighten up. And so I have an affirmation for us. And it goes like this. I am a radiating center of divine light. I am a star. Will you join me in saying it? I'll repeat it again. I am a radiating center of divine light. I am a star. Again, I am a radiating center of divine light. I am a star. Yeah, shine on, shine on. Now, if you're sitting next to somebody, how about turning to them and say, you are a radiating center of divine light. You are a star. Take turns. And one more time together. I am a radiating center of divine light. I am a star. Oh, yeah. I leave you with these words. Be a kind voice in this broken-hearted world. Give grace and be ready to receive it. So there's a two-way. It's not broken. Listen so well that the person you're with can rest in your loving attention for just a moment. Be a light. Be a light. Be a light. Amen and namaste.
Unity in Lynnwood offers opportunities to practice giving and receiving, that we might fully cooperate with the reciprocal nature of the spiritual universe. In other words, while your giving matters to us, we suggest that your giving matter to you as well. Electronic giving options will appear on the screen. For those choosing to give a physical gift, the ushers will gratefully pass baskets. And here they come. If you would like information about Unity in Lynnwood's programs of regular giving, planned giving, and legacy giving, please grab a Giver's Circle brochure, or you can write Dr. Richard directly. For those of you already participating, thank you so much. Please join me now in our offering affirmation as it appears on the screen. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, blessed always, blessed rest in God and say amen.
Thank you. Is anyone here this morning for the first time? Anybody new or newer? If so, please raise your hand and wave a bit. Oh, wow! That is fantastic. We have a special gift for you, and that is an undated copy of the Daily Word. The Daily Word is a booklet of affirmations and daily inspirational readings. It's a beautiful way to begin your day. So please visit Marion in the Soul Things gift and bookshop after the service to receive your gift. Soul Things is located near the front door across from the across from the friendship room, excuse me. I will be back at the Welcome and Information Center following the service to answer any questions. And I also have some wonderful resource material there. And we also have resource material that is located in the chair back pocket in front of you. So please make use of all of it. It's amazing, and don't miss an opportunity for yourself. You are all invited to the friendship room following the service, as our youth already indicated. And now on to invitations. Please register for all events by visiting the calendar page at www.unityinlynnwood.org. If you have a compliment or comment, please write "We Listen" at unityinlynnwood.org. We're here for you. Please consider the offerings of Unity in Lynnwood's small group and interfaith ministries as they appear on your screen. All are welcome. The Sunday Sisterhood will meet next Sunday, April 21st at 9:30 in the morning and every third Sunday thereafter. Please grab a health and wellness ministry flyer to consider an entire year of events, starting with Healing Sound Bath on April 21st at 12:30 p.m. Sarah Westbrook will take us on a sonic journey using drums, crystal bowls, and other instruments for a time of relaxation and deep healing. Consider bringing a yoga mat and blanket and dress comfortably. And dinner with others on May 18th at 6 p.m. in partnership with Northwest Interfaith. It seems that humanity is taking sides, building teams, gathering arms, and growing apart. That humanity is creating others with unprecedented vigor and animosity. Let us rehumanize each other as brothers and sisters at a global table for the greater good of all. Facilitated by Dr. Richard Lauren Held. This is a free event. Please register in advance. Unity began as a prayer-based ministry and is still such. If you would like to pray with someone following the service today, we are delighted to have trained prayer chaplains to support you. Would those in service today please self-identify by either raising your hand and waving or standing? Thank you. Gail, I think it's Gail back there in the family room, and of course we have Barbara. Hello, Stella. Hello, Barbara. So if you are a member of our virtual community and would like prayer, we support that as well. To begin the process, please write prayer@unityinlynnwood.org. Remember to include a working phone number, as Dr. Richard always says, preferably your phone number, and you can expect a call in a couple of hours. And now I invite you to join me in prayer once again. I invite you to close your eyes, breathe, and center yourself in the consciousness of oneness. We are grateful for the opportunity to come apart for a while, to spiritually nurture, nourish, and rejuvenate ourselves. Our souls were fed by the gift of Reverend Ashmore's inspirational and life-affirming message, perfectly supported and intertwined with Becca's rich and beautiful music. We are now ready to embark on the week before us. In the words of Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm. I spring forth with a mighty faith to do that which is mine to do. With a grateful heart, we now say, you pray for me and I'll pray for you, because that's what God's children do. And so it is, and we let it be. Amen. Let us close this time together, as we always do, with some words of blessing and some words of farewell. Blessings to everyone.
May the peace of God surround you as you go along your way. May the joy of life flow through you as you work and as you play. And may the light of who you are shine through in all you do. May the love we share today belong with you. May the love we share today belong with you.
And now we go forward and we'll do what Dr. Richard always requests us to do, to go up to 3 people that we don't know and say, hello, my name is. Make it a great week, everyone. Thank you.